Good afternoon, guys. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody's doing wonderfully blessed, having a great day, most importantly, a safe day, wherever you're at in this beautiful world that we live in. This is your boy, Jaime G. You guys should already know what time it is, baby. We're about to get into some Doge and some overall crypto market news. Now, that's what I talk about here on this channel. So, if you're new to this channel, maybe you can consider to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, turn it on to all so you can be notified at all times when I come through with developing and breaking news. All right, guys, or do nothing. It's all good. I just appreciate you guys stopping by and checking my channel out. All right, guys. None of this is ever financial advice, guys. It's just me just sharing my thoughts and opinions. Nothing more, nothing less. In other words, it's just me yip yapping, running my mouth on YouTube. All right, guys, are you guys ready to see what's going on in the Wild Wild West of Cryptoland? Without further ado, let's dive into the markets and see what's crackling, baby. All right, Bitcoin is at 48,204. It is down 4.69% for the day. Not too bad, guys. I mean, we were dipping a little lower. Earlier we were about 47,100, or no, 47,300 for a minute there, right, guys? So I thought we were gonna dip maybe a little bit lower, but it looks like we're bouncing between 47.8 and 48.4 for now, like within the last 2 hours of this recording. But nonetheless, guys, people are already panicking, talking about the bull runs over. I seen one YouTube video saying we were going all the way down to 14,000. You know what I mean? I find that funny, to be quite honest. Now, can we dip lower? Yes, anything's possible. It's crypto, but nonetheless, guys, I think this Bitcoin is just doing its thing. It's consolidating, right? And it's going to continue to push up. As you can see, guys, the sentiment in the overall markets, right, guys, is red. Right, granted, there is some tokens that are in the green, but nonetheless, guys, there is definitely way more red. Why? Because there's fear amongst the market, right? Today, the day started off in the red, and we're pretty much still in the red, right? Hopefully, later tonight or early tomorrow morning will be a little bit better. But all right, guys, we'll dive into some overall Bitcoin and crypto news here after we dive into the main superstar, which is Doge. All right, guys, we currently ranked number 11 on CoinMarketCap, right? We are no longer on the top 10. Luna took our spot, right, by $3 billion, a little over $3 billion, right? Terra Luna is sitting at 25 billion and we're sitting at 22 billion, right? So it is what it is. We're currently sitting at 17 cents right now. We're down 4.2% for the day. Our 24-hour low was 16 cents and our 24-hour high was 18 cents, which it don't surprise me because those are our levels of resistance and support, 16 and 18 cents, but we'll dive further into that here in a minute. All right, guys, our market cap is sitting at 22.67 billion and our volume is at $1.08 billion in the last 24 hours. All right, enough of the stats. Now let's dive into the charts and see what's going on, right? All right, guys. So as you can see here, right, I have my pink lines here, okay, guys? Now these pink lines, let me shrink it up just a tad bit for you guys. Okay, as you can see, we're in a descending channel, guys. We've been in this descending channel for about 30 days now, right? We continuously continue to bounce in this descending channel as we head down, right? All the way, you know what I mean? So from like 30 cents now down to, the 16 cents, right? We've basically been let me see if I get my markers. No, oh, here we go. Trying to get my doodler for you guys here. Right, as you can see, right, we keep bouncing in this channel like this. Bang, 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 right? But as you can see, right, there is a red line in here, okay, guys? This red line that's in here is the 10-day simple moving average. And as you can see, basically since about right here, right, that red candle there, which is about 32 days, right? We have been continuously getting rejected off of this 10-day simple moving average, right? We test it and we get smacked back down and we get rejected, right? We've rejected it. We have tested it numerous times here, right? Here, right? We just continuously continue to test this 10-day simple moving average, but we can't tend to break above it, right? As we head down in this descending channel, right? Now, these yellow and red lines, okay, now those are our levels of resistance and support. Okay, so the top line is at 18 cents at the top yellow line. Okay, guys, that is right at the 10-day simple moving average. As you can see, the red line bumps right into that yellow line. Okay, now support is coming in at 16 cents, which is the bottom yellow line. As you can see, right, the past 6 days we have been bouncing inside this channel here like this, right? Now in about 6 or 7 days we should end up right here, right, and bumping into this descending channel, right? And this line here basically also acts as a level of resistance, right? As you can see right here, right, we hit that level, or that, not level rather, but that line of resistance there, right, guys? And we bounced right off of it. We tested it, what, about 3 days in a row. We tested it, but we continuously got rejected, and we couldn't break past this level, right? If we did, hopefully we would have shot up right this way, but we got rejected and just continued to bounce around in this descending channel, right? But nonetheless, now we're consolidating in a tight range between 16 and 18 cents in this channel here, right? In our levels of resistance and support. So like I said, hopefully we're going to continue to just bounce in here and consolidate. And then once we, in about 6 to 7 days, once we get to this line of resistance, I'm hoping that we're going to break to the upside, right? But no guarantees, right? Depending on how the mood is, right? Right now, there's a lot of fear with everything that's going on, right? And, Bitcoin being under 50,000. So long story short, there's a lot of fear in the markets. Okay, so the key takeaway, guys, in this, looking at this chart here, right, is obviously levels of support and resistance are coming in at 16 cents support, 18 cents resistance at the 10-day simple moving average. We're descending in this descending channel, right? As we bounce in this channel, you know what I mean, like this. We continue to bounce as we head down. Now we're consolidating in a tight range, plus or minus 2 cents. All right, guys, enough of that. Now let's dive into some Doge news, and then we'll get into some overall crypto market news. Hopefully, I'm not taking too long here. Shit, I am. All right, guys. Now it says large investor increases holdings by 6.3 million coins. Right, large investor increases Doge. Now it says a BNB whale just bought 6,369,751 Doge, equivalent to $1,114,000. Right. This person ranks 332 on whale stats, right? Nonetheless, guys, it just goes to show you, right, that people are still buying the dip in Doge, right? They are still continuously buying, right, regardless of the price going down. Right. So what I'm getting at, guys, is don't get discouraged, right? Even though the price is that, what it is at now, 17 cents, right, guys? Good things come to those who wait. You know what I mean? As they always say. All right, guys, and let's get into some more Doge news. It says New York-based luxury glasses company now accepts Shiba and Dogecoin as a form of payment. Right, guys? So this just goes to show you that the acceptance of Dogecoin continues to grow. There's over 1,760 stores that accept Doge as a form of payment, right? We got a lot of stuff going for us now, guys. You know what I mean? We have faster transaction speeds, cheaper transaction costs. It costs mere a freaking fraction of a penny, right? As opposed to what it would cost to send something through Ethereum or through Bitcoin, right? And also, so we got a lot more adoption going for us, right? For the haters that say that there's no adoption or no use case for Dogecoin, right? So I just wanted to show you that here. Now, I wanted to briefly touch on this article right here, right? Now, it says 10 reasons why you should buy Dogecoin over Shiba. Right now, no, there's no hate towards Shiba, right? Because, I actually own Shiba, right? So, shout outs to the Shiba Army, right? I'm just reading this article based out of Analytics Insight, right? They're giving 10 reasons on why you should buy Doge and not Shiba. Okay, now the first reason says Doge is great for crypto beginners. It says Dogecoin's enormous volatility during the past year might have investors flinch, but investors in something that can skyrocket or die within a matter of minutes requires a strong mindset, right? Now it says Doge for an extended period can give investors a view in what crypto investing is about. Volatility profits are part of the course, but investors must be willing to weather the storms. Right now, then it gives you the reasons on why you shouldn't invest into Shiba. Now, I'm not going to give you I'm not going to read those. I'm just going to briefly touch real quick on the 10 reasons on why you should. Right now, it says Shiba's fundamentals do not align with its rapid growth was one of the reasons why. Right, then it goes, and then it gives another reason. It says Shiba is for short-term investment in this risky market. Now it says the second reason to invest in Doge is becoming faster for now. Dogecoin has really features called the script algorithm, which is a major point of divergence from Bitcoin's SHA 256, right? And it gives you the breakdown basically on why it's faster. Now it says Musk does not own Shiba, right? We already know that. Now it says the third reason Dogecoin is more credible store of value. And Dogecoin was created back in 2017 as a fork model of Litecoin. We all know that. Right, and the other reason is Doge's marketing position is unique, right? And it says here Doge's minimum model inflationary status and ties to Litecoin are unique, right? Then it gives a reason. It says Shiba Inu lacks real world utility, right? Well, that's what people say about Dogecoin as well, right? Then the other reason now says Doge is becoming more mainstream. Like in any other currencies, Dogecoin gains its value from its wide acceptance as medium of exchange, while several small businesses are now accepting Dogecoin, like this luxury company out of New York, the glass company that I just briefly touched on, right? So, you know what I mean? It gives good reasons, right? Now, I'm not going to sit here and read the whole article. If you want to check it out yourself. I just wanted to briefly touch on it, right? So, this is according to them, their analysis and their opinion, not mine, right? Because I am invested in Shiba, right? And I believe in Shiba as well. Well, that's pretty much what I had as far as. Actually, no, I lied. Here's one more article regarding Doge. Now it says Google Trends data, Dogecoin and Ethereum price among top 10 most searched news. Now it says as the crypto markets began to pick up its bullish pace, despite the most unexpected crash last week, it has become evident that virtual currencies are here to stay. However, surprisingly, in a recent published list by Google Trends, it was determined that Ethereum and Dogecoin were more newsworthy than OG Bitcoin, right? Then it gives a list, right, on Google Trends, the top 10, right? Number 1 was Afghanistan, AMC stocks, the Rona vaccine, and number 4 was Dogecoin out of the top 10, guys. Ethereum was number 10, right? And Ethereum is the second cryptocurrency on the top 10 market cap, right? But nonetheless, Dogecoin is still on top, right, guys? So people are still talking about it. People are still searching it up, guys. You know what I mean? Well, as much as people want Dogecoin to go away, they think it's a fad, right? It's just a meme coin and blah, blah, blah. It is here to stay whether people like it or not. And Dogecoin is not going nowhere, guys. You know what I mean? So, you know, and that's obviously what this points out, right? Google Trends. It's still being trended on Google. You know what I mean? That says a lot, guys. You know what I mean? That, and then investors still buying the dip, right? Dogecoin ain't going nowhere, guys. And we will be back on the top 10 once again. All right, guys. Now, let's dive into some overall Bitcoin news. Okay, guys. Now, this says here, if it loads up, 87% of Bitcoin holders also own other digital currencies. You know, this is out of a Grayscale research. Now, it says the third annual Bitcoin investor study report from Grayscale shows signs of growth for Bitcoin. Older investors, as well as female investors, are showing more interest in the assets as the precipitation of Bitcoin grows more positive. Now, why was this important, guys? Now, this is very, very important, guys, because we want adoption. We want people to invest in Bitcoin because, as you've seen, it says when people invest in Bitcoin, they tend to turn around and invest in other assets such as Dogecoin, and it shows you right here, right? And it says ownership of other cryptocurrencies among current Bitcoin owners, right? And it goes to show you right here, right? 40% in Ethereum, 44% in Dogecoin, 20% in Litecoin, Cardano, and Tether. Now it says the survey involved 1,000 U.S. consumers who were questioned in mid-August of this year. One of the key findings from the report was that 59% of investors are interested in Bitcoin as an investment, which is a jump from 2020 and 2019 when it was 55 and 36 respectively. 80% of Bitcoin investors also owned more than one digital currency. All right, then it gives you the breakdown on the gender and the age, right? And this graph right here. And it says perhaps even more significant is the fact that older investors showed a growing interest in Bitcoin investment products. 46% of those between 55 and 64 were willing to consider these products compared to much lower 30% in 2020, right, guys? So it's gone up 16% in 1 year for that age group. Now it says interest among female investors also grew to 53% in 2021 from 47% in 2020, right? Even though it's a little growth, nonetheless, it's growth in a positive way, guys. Now it says Michael, CEO of Grayscale Investments, said that while the attitude around crypto is changing, it is still early in the days of its industry, right? That's what I keep telling you guys, man. There's plenty of opportunity, right? And then it says other highlights included the fact that 42% of investors want to know more about Bitcoin, and that more than 30% of investors want Bitcoin offered at more financial institutions. These signs are good omens for Bitcoin, which has had a strong year overall. Exactly, guys. You know what I mean? That just goes to show you that uh, a lot faster than people were assuming, the adoption and the want and the need for Bitcoin is growing, right? And when there's a need and a want for Bitcoin, then there is also the need and want for other crypto assets such as Dogecoin, right? So we want people to do that. Says now, if there's one overall key takeaway from the Grayscale report, is that the attitude towards Bitcoin is changing quickly. Exactly. The cryptocurrency is increasingly becoming seen as a legitimate asset. The report corroborates this, with 29% of those surveyed saying that they had a more favorable view of the asset in the past 2 years. The number of companies investing in Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation has increased considerably. MicroStrategy, right, which is basically a Bitcoin whale, is spearheading this pack and started a wave of new companies doing the same. Even governments are opening up to the ideas of cryptocurrencies, right, guys? We just had a major a meeting, right, in the White House. There was a very important in the meeting in the Senate, right, with Brian Books and some other people, right, kind of informing people in the office there in the Senate on what's going on, right? Anyways, this just goes to show you guys that Bitcoin's going nowhere, guys, and people, as time's going by, and as time's going by quickly, though, people are wanting more and more to invest into crypto. They're more curious about it, so on and so forth, right? Which means before you know it, man, 5 years is going to go by from now, then you're going to wish that you invested into Bitcoin and other crypto assets if you don't now. All right, guys, this is what your boy had for you, man. Sorry it was a long video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you stayed with me to the end. Stay blessed and stay safe until tomorrow. Your boy Hammer G is out. Peace.